But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On first down, Breeze. Space to maneuver at the 40. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Breeze to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Geno Atkins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze, Chidobe there to make the play in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Lorenzo Carter in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
A 28-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
5-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. They'll run with Cook, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Bucs have taken the lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Amendola, he was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He takes this for 3 to the 29. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
6 yards.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, now Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
Breeze sacked. A loss of 3 yards. It's second down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7. Vikings 3.
Takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
5-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 50. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 17 yards out. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Throwing now is Breeze. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So they got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Breeze now on first down. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
48-yard line.
Now Breeze again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Play action. Breeze. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, taking it about the 1. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They'll always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Boston on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
23-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Garoppolo now.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Formation.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Taken in at the 11. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run. Pays off for 29 yards.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Ready? 95, 56.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Wide receiver.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Breeze to throw again. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On play action, it's Breeze. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 44 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Score, Buccaneers 21.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Gonna give this time to Tampa. And they'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Tackle made.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13.
2nd down and 4. Now Breeze. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
1-yard line.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Brought down back at the 19.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Amendola. They will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one. The final act of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now on 2nd and 16, Garoppolo. Over the middle, it's Amendola. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Some movement there. Let's get the call. Expected from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the...
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. 17. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
27-yard line.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Brees going to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Spins past him. Oh, little 360. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Dalvin Cook saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 7 yards, the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And again this time to the tailback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This is the tight end, Njoku. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Ndamukong Suh, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's now 3rd.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. It's caught outright, Amendola. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
20 more yards.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Danny Amendola there to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Brees going to throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.